LeeAnn Hammack Fairlie has put together one of the most incredible golf resumes you will ever see. She was an outstanding collegiate player. LeeAnn has won the Women's Oklahoma State Amateur Championship 3 times. She has competed successfully at the national level and has represented the United States internationally. Yet her success on the golf course is not her greatest accomplishment. Jean and Frances Hammack raised 3 boys and a daughter. LeeAnn was the youngest and was the best athlete in the family, hands down. Thanks to her dad, LeeAnn fell in love with the game of golf at an early age. But LeeAnn was a good athlete in several sports. At Northwest Classen High School in Oklahoma City, LeeAnn lettered in golf, softball, and basketball all 4 years. She averaged 28 points a game in basketball. After graduating in 1981, LeeAnn went on to the University of Oklahoma, where she played on the women's golf team. In 1986, LeeAnn closed out her collegiate career in fine fashion, finishing second in the Big 8 Conference Championship, being named first-team All-Conference, and finishing 7th in the NCAA Championship. LeeAnn was also named the first winner of the Joan Blumenthal Award, given to the team's most valuable player and named after the Hall of Famer who started the women's golf program at OU. In 1982, the Women's State Amateur Championship was played in Muskogee. LeeAnn was a 19-year-old college sophomore. She advanced to the finals, where she would face SMU sophomore Adele Lucan. Being 1 down with just 4 holes to play, the fiercely competitive LeeAnn won the next 2 holes to go 1 up. She then birdied the 35th hole of the day to win the championship 2 up. In 1985 in Duncan, LeeAnn entered the Women's State Amateur as a 2 handicapper. Again, LeeAnn made it to the finals, where she would face Dina Nowotny. LeeAnn played great on the back 9, just as she did all week, and won the match 6-5 for her 2nd state amateur title. LeeAnn would win the Women's State Amateur again in 2003. In addition to her match play championships, LeeAnn has been the tournament's medalist 4 times. She has won the Women's State Amateur Stroke Play Championship twice and the Women's State Mid-Amateur Championship 4 years in a row, beginning in 2003. LeeAnn's record in national events is equally as impressive. In 1985, LeeAnn entered the North-South Amateur Championship for the first time. The event was played in Pinehurst, North Carolina. The North-South is one of the top 5 women's amateur events in the country. Facing Wake Forest golfer Brenda Corey in the finals, LeeAnn showed her game by hitting a 5-wood to within 8 feet of the cup on the par 5 14th hole. Home in 2, LeeAnn drained the eagle putt to win the championship 5-4. In just her 5th national tournament, LeeAnn had her name on the Wall of Champions at Pinehurst. LeeAnn was the 8th ranked amateur in the country in 1985, according to Golf Digest magazine. In 1986, LeeAnn was co-medalist and runner-up at another major event, the Transnational Championship in Modesto, California. LeeAnn played former U.S. amateur champion Carol Semple Thompson in the finals. LeeAnn never trailed, but lost on the 40th hole in a match that took almost 9 hours to play. In other national events, LeeAnn finished 2nd at the Women's Southern Amateur. She was a semifinalist at the Broadmoor Invitational, was medalist at the USGA Public Links Championship, and played in the USGA Women's Amateur Championship 8 times. Along the way, LeeAnn met Dr. Greg Fairlie in 1993. They married 3 years later and have 2 beautiful children, Will and Grace. Because of her willingness to practice, LeeAnn became an excellent ball striker. She hit it long and accurate. Her skill level allowed her to represent the United States in the World University Championship in Italy in 1986. The team won the gold medal. LeeAnn won the silver medal. In 1987, LeeAnn played for our country in the World Team Championship in Colombia, finishing 4th. She made 2 golf goodwill trips to China. In addition, LeeAnn has been a Golf Digest magazine Hot List panelist 5 times, and she is currently a member of the Oklahoma City Golf Commission. With all she has accomplished, the highlight of the day for LeeAnn is being together with her husband and children. She would rather watch her children play sports than play golf herself. LeeAnn is a wife and mother before she is a golfer, and that is her greatest accomplishment. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Hall of Famer LeeAnn Hammack Fairlie.